It's a big day, everybody. All right, so enough of the mystery stuff. If you haven't heard already from another, like a live chat or a post on Patreon or something, I'm heading from Wyoming up to Montana to buy a van. Really excited. There's actually a story behind this. I was getting ready to, just starting to kind of look for vans locally on the online groups, and I got an email from my friend Greg, who lives up in western Montana, and he said, "Hey, I'm going to be selling my van, so if you know anybody who's interested, let me know." Well, I was interested, so I got in touch. We emailed back and forth a few times, working out details and figuring out the timing and everything. So I'm on my way up there now, but I'm not in Montana or Wyoming right now. I'm in Idaho. Now, if you've been out to this area of the country, you may be wondering, what on earth are you doing in Idaho? Because you can't get through Yellowstone, and going through Jackson and over to Idaho and up is way out of the way, like twice as long. Well, I went up 90 and was going. There's a snowstorm coming Tuesday, the day after I left, in Wyoming, and it was supposed to be a little bit in Montana. Well, it ended up worse in Montana than what was predicted, and really cold, and 3 to 6 inches of snow was coming down. So I ended up saying, okay, I got to come up with a plan B, because I'd planned on stopping in Columbus, where I used to work and near where I used to live. I wanted to shoot some photos and video clips of the surrounding mountains there, which are really cool, and I wanted to be able to share that. But then the weather was such, I decided I did not want to do that. So I came across through Livingston and to Bozeman and dropped down into Idaho, because the weather was better down here. It's still kind of cool, but it was spitting a little snow when I got here, but nothing to worry about. The mountains got snow, but it's not in the valley. It's all right. And it was in the 20s here last night, as opposed to in the teens up in Montana. So tomorrow's going to be nice. So everywhere. So I'm heading out in the morning and heading on up to western Montana, to Greg's house. So I'm really excited about that. One of the things about driving a little car versus a bigger vehicle, if I'd been in a bigger vehicle, I wouldn't have wanted to burn the gas to go south of this storm system. But I also would have been able to tough it out easily enough, because I could have run a little bit of heat in there, and I have a little more room to move around. Doing that in a car is kind of not fun. And I also, with a little car, I didn't dare to go off into the forest on any forest roads because of the amount of snow they were getting. And I just took the snow tires off this thing last week. But the good news is I'm getting over 45 miles a gallon on this trip, so I could justify dropping down into Idaho to miss the worst of that. So I'm actually at Indian Rocks BLM area right now in McCammon, Idaho. And Deborah and I stayed here in the fall when we were working our way south. And this is a nice little spot. We have a video on our channel about it, and also an article on our website. So I'll include links to both those in the video description if you want to learn a little more about this place. It was actually some kind of public land, and then it was a state park for a while, and then a dam they were planning on putting on a nearby stream didn't materialize, so they weren't really able to capitalize on the tourism for that, so they closed the state park, turned the land over to BLM, and now it's technically a dispersed camping site, but it's kind of cool because you come in and it's got rock pillars and it looks like it's a ranch or something you're coming into, but it's got a road. They can get pothole and washboard, but generally it's a gravel road, so it's not too bad. There are some petroglyph rocks that I don't know where they came from. They're not from here. They were from somewhere else nearby. They brought them here and dumped them here for the state park. So, and they're not protected or anything, but you can see those coming in. That's the first pull off on the right when you're coming in, and then there's another pull off you can camp at, and then you come down and there's a loop. And this is actually where I'm at right now. That's what I'm telling you, is it's kind of cool. This was the camping loop, and so there's all these little pull offs where it used to be campsites when it was a state park. So now it's technically a dispersed camping area, but it's just, it's basically like it's sort of reminiscent of like a county park or something, that No Frills County Park with no hookups. So if you're in going down I-15 in Idaho and you're looking for a place to camp, this is free and it's pretty convenient. It's just off of I-15. If I went over there, over this hill behind me, over the rocks, you can actually see the highway, and there's a Flying J truck stop and a couple other things. And then in McCammon, there's a little tiny town of McCammon. You go just past the Flying J and turn, and they have like a Family Dollar and a few other small stores. So it's a good spot to stop over if you're coming through. And I believe it's off the top of my head, it's 14-day camping. So you get a little bit of highway noise, but it's not too bad usually, and the views are pretty nice around here. So something to think about if you're coming through. And as for me, I got to wrap up some work now and get back on the road in the morning to Montana. All right, so you all know I've been looking for a new vehicle. I've been hinting that I may have found the vehicle I was looking for, and I was looking forward to sharing it, so here it is. Oh, wait, I'm standing in front of the wrong vehicle. All right, so here it is. It's a Ford conversion van that's been converted into a custom camper van. Really nice. This was actually belonged to my friend Greg, and he's had it for 2 years now. Done a whole bunch of preventative maintenance on it, and fixed a few problems that came up, of course, but a bunch of preventative maintenance, so belts and hoses and filters and all kinds of things like that. So it's in really good mechanical condition. It's only got 111,000 on the odometer, which is really exciting. Those two vehicles we've had right now, I've over 200,000, so this feels like it's barely broken in, even though it's a little older than the two we have been driving. I can tell you, I just picked it up yet and left Greg's house yesterday, and it is palatial compared to the Echo, which I'd been camping in as I worked my way through the mountains over to Greg's house in western Montana. So that was a really nice treat, having some space last night. I really enjoyed that, and looking forward to getting it all set up and functional. It's well built out. The main build is all going to stay the way it is. Greg did a fantastic job with it whenever he did it. Greg also did something I'll throw out here that he's been in this for a couple of years now, and what he's been doing is traveling in the desert for the winter, and then going back home to Montana for the summer. And his first year out, he just did a rough build just to see if things were going to work for him and the position and stuff. And then he took those experiences and went home after that first winter and totally rebuilt the thing. And he took it right down to bare walls and scrubbed everything down and insulated and paneled, and so it's really nicely done, very thoroughly done. So this is not a tour video. I just want to emphasize that. I wish it was, but I only picked this thing up yesterday, and I'm still in the process of moving stuff from the car into the van. I got most of it over there, but it's a disaster right now because I haven't got anything put away yet. I'm starting to figure out where stuff's going to go and where things are going to work for me, and if I need any different storage solutions. So that's a work in progress that I'll be working on over the next few days, I'm sure. But I wanted to at least get this video up and show you the van and let you know that I did indeed purchase something, and that's all been worked out, and I'm making my way back to Wyoming now to deal with license plates and what have you. But I will put up a tour very soon, just as soon as I'm settled in and things don't look like a moving party. I'll get a tour recorded and show that off. I'm really looking forward to sharing that with everybody. And this will be the tour video will probably go up on our Meander channel, because that's where we put most of those kind of things. So if you're not subscribed already, you may want to subscribe to our Meander YouTube channel so you can get notified when that tour goes up. I'll have a link in the description for that. I expect it'll be in as little as a few days, possibly as much as a week or a week and a half at the outside. It'll go up just as soon as I can get it done, in any case, because I'm looking forward to sharing it. So I'm really excited about this upgrade and this change. It's going to allow me to be more comfortable, obviously, but also to be more productive because of the arrangement in there. I'll be able to work more efficiently, and so that will be really nice as well. Looking forward to get out and doing some more camping with it. I'm staying in a campground right now, just for a few nights to kind of get regrouped, get some work done. Then I'm going to drop into the mountains and shoot some footage down there in a place I used to go hiking a lot that I really enjoy. So I'll be sharing that pretty soon as well. So meanwhile, thanks for joining this video, everybody. Again, this will be going up. The tour video will be coming up real soon on our Meander channel. Links in the description if you want to check that out, if you're not already subscribed over there. But thanks for joining me this one, and we'll see you in the next one.